Hi, students. Good evening and welcome to this sessions of PSU notification. Right. So, in our past sessions, we have covered multiple PSUs like SAIL, ONGC. We have covered ISRO. We have covered DRDO and many more. Right. GAIL, POSOCO. So, these many PSUs, NTPC, and so on and so forth. So, many PSUs we have covered. So today this is the time for DVC. So DVC stand for Damodar Valley Corporations. Okay. So uh, see, so first of all, Ajay, in every sessions, the pattern is I used to explain you like what the corresponding organization does, right? And what can be your possible responsibility if you join this organization? What could be your possible responsibility? That's what we do, right? So first thing is like you have this NTPC. NTPC is meant for power generation, but they generate electrical power from what? From coal, right? The thermal source. So like that, there are many ways that the electrical power can be generated. One of the ways the thermal power. One can be hydroelectricity, right? From water current, the electricity can be generated. You can generate it by from the corresponding what is that is called solar energy. Then you have the nuclear power plants through what it can be generated and many more, right? There are different things. So Damodar Valley Corporation is meant for generation of electric power through the electric current. Okay, so that you can see their logo. So this is actually the Damodar River, right? And students, let me tell you, this is Damodar Valley Corporation. So they have their headquarters in Kolkata, but don't think that it's a state PSU, right? This comes under Ministry of Power. It's a central government PSUs like GAIL. We have ONGC. So like that, this is also one of the PSUs. In PSU, what happens is some share it will be with the central government, and some share it will be with various third party. But in the DVC case, majority of the stake is with the central government, and remaining stakes are with the West Bengal state government and Jharkhand state government. Okay, there is no private this thing. So these are the three things like the Jharkhand state government, West Bengal state government, and the central government. So these three are the you can say owner of this DVC. So okay, students. So you're saying that Damodar Valley Corporation, okay, this is a central government PSUs like your ONGC, GAIL, and all, right? But so I mean, generally, in what happens in the PSU is majority of the stake of that particular PSU is with central government, and some part of it are generally to the third party. So they are generally private partners, or sometime it is state government or something like that. In the DVC case, okay, so majority of the stake is central government, and remaining things are with West Bengal state government and Jharkhand state government. So Damodar Valley corporations. Okay. So, like in our series, whenever I have taken whatever the sessions, my pattern is first I will explain you what is the role of this DVC in our society, right? What it does, and if you are getting selected and you are working in the DVC, what kind of responsibility, what kind of job life you will have. That is what is the things I used to discuss, and the same thing we'll do today here also. So, students, there are different ways to generate electricity. So, when I speak regarding NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporations, electricity is generated from the thermal energy, generally from coal. It is generated. So, like that, we have solar ways like how you generate electricity. We can have hydroelectricity. In hydroelectricity, what is being done? Using the current, water current, okay, electricity generated. So similar thing happens in case of the DVC. So DVC also generates electric power and it transmits and distributes. Okay, but it is a hydroelectric plant basically you can say. Okay, and this is based on the Damodar river, right? So it's a river which covers major part of the West Bengal and Jharkhand. So most of the power plant of DVC are in the West Bengal state and Jharkhand state. Okay, people, I mean students who are from these two states you might be knowing, like DVC having many plants in West Bengal and Jharkhand states. Okay. So let us see the details of this. So this is what is the notification, students. So first thing is this notification is the recruitment through Gate 22. It is not 23, but remember, this is one of the PSU DVC, okay, which is recruiting engineers through Gate exam from last 8-10 years. And every year they recruit engineers. Okay. So students who are preparing for 23 or 24, okay, you can expect that such time will again come for you in the next years. Okay. So let us see. So those who are having a good score in the GATE exam of 22, okay, it will be definitely beneficial to you. Otherwise, who are appearing for 23 and 24, you just listen what is being, things are being there. So this is the general notice, students. Okay. And what are the branches eligible? Branches eligible are mechanical, electrical, civil engineering, control and instrumentation, information technology, and communications. So these are the stream eligible, and it is through GATE 2022. And the important date is the commencement of online registration is already started. It has started from 3rd December 22, and this is going to close on 31st December of this month. Okay, okay, so the process is completely online. So let us see what are the selection process. So stream eligible, as I said, mechanical, electrical, computer science, instrumentation, civil engineering, and electronics. Pay scale is from 56,100 to 1,77,500. Okay. So in other videos, I have explained you what is the meaning of this salary. Okay. Once your training period is completed, your basic payment will be 56,100. And every year you get 3% increment on this. But this is just a basic pay. So in this, so you'll be getting something known as DA, daily allowances. You may get HRA if you are not opting the quarter, and there are some other kind of allowances as well. So roughly I can tell, like a student who is completing the training successfully and joining as an engineer in this organization after completion of your training, your starting enhanced salary, it will be around 80 to 85K. Okay, so in this range. So the pay scale is equivalent to the pay scale of other PSUs like GAIL, ONGC and all, right? So next thing is age limit, students. Okay, age limit is 29 years on this date, 31st December 22. You should be not. You should not be beyond 29. So what is the selection process? Selection process is, it's a three-stage process. So first thing is gate marks having 85% of weightage. Then there will be GD round, group discussion round. So it will have 3% of weightage, and then you have the PI, personal interview, which is having 12% of weightage. So most of the PSUs, they are following this pattern, and DVC also doing the same thing, right? So, so total number of vacancies 100 students, okay, and this is what is the table that you can see with respect to stream and category wise. This table is given by DVC. Like for mechanical, total 27 posts are there, okay. General category 12, OBC 7, SC 4, ST 2, and economic weaker section is 2 posts. Similarly, for electrical, 45. I expected, right? It is mean for electricity generation. So obviously, in such kind of cases, like if you observe the recruitment notice of any kind of power plant which is generating electricity, so vacancy in electrical streams is generally higher. The same thing is here also. Electrical 45. Okay. So you have the general category 19. Okay. OBC 13, SC 6, ST 3, and EWS 4. And so on and so we can see this. So 100 is a very great vacancy, right? One PSU, if it is 100, 100 is a very good number actually. Okay. So those who are having good score in GATE 22, it's a golden opportunity. Actually, this year, this is a general trend started, is a new trend started actually, students. It generally, the recruitment of PSUs, it used to complete, the notification at least, they used to complete within the month of June, July, August, like that. But this year, till today also, sometime new PSU notifications are coming on the GATE 22 score. I mean, let's say if I speak regarding last year, by using GATE 21 score, I think the last notification came in the month of October kind of thing. But here, till December, we don't know. Further one it may also come. Okay. So it's a good thing. I mean, students who are already, they have joined some IITs, NITs, and they're pursuing their master degree. They don't want to come out of that one unless until they complete that. Students are having moderate grade score, like rank of 500, 600, who didn't get opportunity in best IITs and PSUs. So for them, these are the very golden chances, right? Okay. So this is what the date, students, as you said. 3rd December it is starting and 31st December it is ending. And this is their corresponding website. Okay, you can go through that. So this is what is the organization structures, right? So there are four major division like vigilance sections, technical section, finance section, and secretary sections. So these are the corresponding hierarchy. You can go through this. This is anyway not much relevant to you as a starting period of time. Okay, so but like you should know these are the four verticals in DVC. And interview questions, students. So you have a PI round, okay, as usual, every stream. So any particular PSCs you go, one thing you should focus is your BTech projects. So generally, it is a common trend to ask what you have done in your BTech projects. So depending on your project, so they may ask something, okay. And apart from that, the core subjects. If you belong to electrical, power system, power electronics, machines. So these three things you should be ready. You belong to electronics, you should be good in the communication subjects, electronics devices, electromagnetic theory. These are the core subjects. Like that, if you belong to instrumentations, might be your transducer sensor subjects. Okay, similarly for mechanical civil, whatever the core subjects you have, so you can expect question from that. Okay, and there are many platform students. Okay, if you do Google and if you go through YouTube also, you'll find so many interview experience, right? Because this video I'm making for all branches. It is not possible to discuss what are kind of questions they're asking for each stream, right? So depending on your stream, you just Google search. But generally, what I said is the core subjects and your BTech projects. So these are two important things that you should definitely go through before appearing the interview. Okay, so this is what about DVC students. So let us have a look on the advertisement which is given by DVC. There's nothing much things. The summary part is presented in the corresponding PPT, but let us go through this if something new you can get. Okay, so first thing is they have headquarters in Kolkata. Okay, VIP Kolkata. This is what the corporate office. Generally, many PSUs having corporate office in New Delhi. Okay, not all. Many PSUs having corporate office in New Delhi, but this is having corporate office in Kolkata because they have a strong presence in the West Bengal and Jharkhand. So they have the head office in Kolkata. Okay. So what they are doing, DVC is engaged in thermal hydel power generation, transmission, and distribution with its headquarters located at Kolkata and various plant station of DVC situated across West Bengal and Jharkhand. So, if you are getting selected in DVC, your entire career will go in the West Bengal and Jharkhand states. So, unlike if you join, let's say, Gale, okay, so throughout India it can be anywhere, right? So, depending on the this thing, but here mostly it will be West Bengal and Jharkhand. So, students who are in the mindset to stay at your home state or home locations, okay, okay, so this is what the best thing for students who belongs to West Bengal and Jharkhand. So if you are getting selected, you can be at your home state for your entire career. Okay. And recently when news came also some days back, I read. Okay, DVC is going to supply power to Bangladesh also. Okay. So like being our domestic user, so Indian people are of course from West Bengal, Jharkhand might be using, some other state also might be using, but to abroad, Bangladesh also, they will be transmitting the electric power. Okay, so basically the electric power generation through the water current. That is what is the hydroelectricity, right? So these are the branches, friends, I have already highlighted. So this matrix I have taken in my PPT and I have explained this. This is the age and this is the pay scale. Okay. So these are the students, the gate paper. Mechanical means ME paper code. Electrical means EE paper code. Civil means CE. CNI means IN. Then you have IT means it is CS, communication means EC. Age limit is 29. So this is what in this matrix, students, you can see in this table. like the corresponding ME, what are the BTech branches eligible they have given, like mechanical, production, industrial engineering, and so on and so forth. Like EE means electrical, electrical electronics, electrical instrumentation control, and so on and so forth. So let's say instrumentation. So these are the branches. So like that, you can see, you will find such kind of table in every PS notification, and same is the this also. Essential qualification. Okay, this is again the general pattern. Like you could have a full-time BTech degree. Okay, not part-time, and the mark they're asking is 65% students. Okay, your BTech percentage should be 65. Okay, this is an important point. You should have 65% of mark. And later I'll show you in the notifications. 65 is for the general category, and for reservation it is 60. Okay, I'll show you later in this thing. So if you have CGPA system, you should get the corresponding what? You should get the corresponding the CGPA in the percentage form, depending on your university. Okay, so same thing they have maintained, 65 and 60 in all streams. Okay. So relaxation and concession. So these are the normal thing, nothing new on this. So generally, 3-year relaxation is given in the age limit for OBC, and for SC/ST it is 5 years. Okay, and PWD they're having different cases. You can go through this. So these are, students, the normal thing. Okay, nothing new thing that I should highlight here. So nothing much here. Selection process I have already explained. So candidate qualified in corresponding paper of GATE 22 shall only be eligible to consider for the next day selections. Qualifying marks in GATE 2022 shall be decided by GATE 2000 conducting authority. Okay, so he said this, right? Though, so if you have GATE qualified, you are just eligible for the next selection process. It means depending on your score, you may be eligible for GD and PI. That's what they're saying. Please note that only GATE 22 mark are out of 100 are valid for this recruitment process. GATE mark of 2021 or prior to that are not valid. Okay, this is self-explanatory. Candidates will be shortlisted for GD and PI on basis of GATE 22 marks open out of 100 in order of merit in the ratio of 1:10. Okay, you see. So suppose electrical having 45 posts. Okay, so 450 candidates they will be calling. So that's what the meaning of 1:10 ratio. Okay. And this is what the weightage, students. Okay, GATE mark is 85%, GD having 3% weightage, and PI 12% of weightage. Okay, and then these are the verification credentials. They'll be checking, like whether you are a fake candidate or you don't have any such thing. So they'll be checking it. So, so these are the normal thing. And regarding the application fees, so for general category and OBC they are charging, and for EW they are charging. It is 300 rupees. For SC/ST PWD it is free. Okay. So last date of payment is 31st of this month. So these are the normal things, friends. Okay, nothing new on this. Compensation package is 56,100 is the basic pay you will get after training. So after that, in-hand salary will be around 80 to 85K, as I said. Service agreement bond. Okay, so this is something important. Like if you are joining a organizations and due to some reason you are leaving this before certain years, so in that case this comes into pictures. So let's say now you have joined DVC and you are preparing the UPSC service or engineering services, and if you are getting selected, if you wish to go, then you have to go. This is important in that point of time. The selected candidate will be required to execute a service agreement bond to successfully complete the prescribed probation period of 1 year, and thereafter serve the organization for at least 3 years. That is overall 4 years. Okay, so let's say if you are joining on 2023, okay, of February month, let's say, then you will be able to exit the organization on 2027 February afterwards. Before that, if you are leaving, so if you belongs to general, OBC, and EWS category, 5 lakh rupees you have to pay. Okay, and for SC/ST, 2.5 lakhs you have to pay. So if you pay this, then only you'll be getting the NOC, because if you're working in any of the central government PSUs, or any these things. So, or any organization, generally they'll be asking you something known as no objection certificate (NOC). So, if you're working in DVC and if you wish to appear interview of any other organizations, so they'll be asking you NOC. Okay, and before final joining, okay. So this NOC, this organization will give provided if you pay this amount. So this is important. This is a formal health checking. Before joining, candidate will have to undergo pre-employment medical examination by DVC Medical Board, and the decision of board will be final and binding. No relaxation in health standard allowed. This is a normal thing, friends. Generally, color blindness also, they are not much serious. This is not the railway or army job. So generally, okay, I mean, this is a formality kind of thing. So they'll be checking your BMI and your eyesight. They will be checking. Other some formality, but 99.99% of cases, it is just a formal round. Okay, friends. So that's all. There is nothing much to say about this. So whether CGPA, OGPA, DGPA, letter grade in degree apply awarded, its equivalent percentage of marks should be indicated in application form as per norms adopted by the university or institutes. Okay. Candidates, if shortlisted for GD and interview, are required to mandatorily bring their original Gate 22 scorecard as received from Gate Authority at the time of group discussion interview. But generally, original scorecard, so I think from 2018 or 19 they stopped. These days you can only download. I don't know why they have given this. Anyway, this is for everyone. Candidates employed with government department, public sector undertaking and autonomous body are required to produce a no objection certificate from their present employment at the time of GD and interview positively. Okay, student, this is important. No objection certificate. So before getting selected, so they will be giving you a NOC. Okay, but before joining, okay, when you put the resignations, so they won't give this final NOC unless until you pay that amount. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Gate 22 qualified candidates who have appeared in the final year, 2022 of their engineering exam, but those results are still awaited, may also apply, but they must be in a position to submit their final year mark sheet and provisional degree certificate at the time of GD and PI. Okay, without submission of provisional degree certificate, the candidates will not be allowed to appear the GD and PI round. Okay, this is important if you are continuing your fourth year. But by this time, friends, because this is the month of December, and by the time this recruitment happens, so it will be in the month of February, March kind of thing. So I think unless until you don't have any backlogs and all, so I think 100% of the students will be satisfying this criteria. Okay, that's all. So these are the corresponding formal things, friends. You can go through this. You can get this notification in the DVC website. From there, I have taken it. Okay. So that's all, friends. So overall, I can tell that this is a central government PSU having good pay skills, and your entire career will be in the Jharkhand and West Bengal mostly. And what kind of job responsibility will be having? Again, like whatever the job profile you get in the NTPC, POSOCO kind of thing, here also will be getting the similar things. So electrical people, again, like there will be some sectors like where electricity will be generated. So you may be getting some sections like in the generation part. Some people will be getting the transmission part. Some people will be in the distribution part. Some people will be in the marketing. Some people will be in the tender finalization. Some people will be in HR. It all depends, friends. Okay, I mean, if you work in a PSUs, I have that experience. I know that. So it doesn't matter which stream you belongs to. So once your training is completed, which sections you'll be getting, you don't know actually, right? Whatever the section they'll be giving you, you have to work. I'm just telling you these are the sections. Overall, I mean, it's a good job, I can tell, DVC. Okay. So thank you, students. I'm closing the session here today. Okay. Again, in the next weekend, we'll be again coming up with one more such PSUs. Thank you. I'm closing the session here today.